first step is finding an app, right? Understanding how to find one is very important, and the way to do that is by very simply just going to TikTok or Instagram, scrolling until you find an app that you like. Shut the fuck up. Okay, until you find an app that you like, right? Not really that you like, an app that is doing well and is running ads and is doing well. So if you see an ad for an app that is getting like well over 100,000 likes or something, that means that they have put a lot of money into those ads, and nobody puts a lot of money into ads if they're not working, right? So I'm not going to do the scrolling process here. The idea that I'm going to choose is a quit porn app, right? I've seen many of these quit porn apps and I want to try it out. It's something new and I can very easily see a good marketing angle on it. So obviously I've downloaded the app, I've had a look at it, I've found out like what works. That's step one, and it's super simple. You're thinking about the marketing right from the beginning. You're thinking about things that already work. So that's step one. Let's move to step two. Step two is creating the app, right? So you want to go over to Xcode, you want to hit create new project, go in, make sure this toggle here for iOS is active. And the reason we're only doing iOS is because we're going to be targeting iOS users in ads anyway. I'm going to call it ClearPath, right? A bit of a gay name, I know, but I don't want to put quit porn right in the video, because in the app name, because I think that Apple will probably be quite like intense on the review with that. So I'm just going to go with something boring, because realistically it doesn't actually matter. You can see I already tried to actually make this app literally 5 minutes ago, but I realized that I hit create. I realized that I freaking was recording in the wrong resolution and whatever, so I just started it all again. Anyway, so now you've got like a really super basic app, app structure or whatever. You want to go over to Codex, and as you can see, I was talking to it before, but essentially all I said was, okay, in ClearPath, oh, the internet's back. I didn't expect it to be that quick. That's pretty fucking goated. Essentially, you can see here, okay, in Code Projects, ClearPath, make an app, give it a 20-step onboarding, put a paywall with weekly and yearly, we'll add revenue cat later, scaffold the UI, build the main app where the core feature is a panic button that when you click it, AI talks to you and helps you to quit porn, add streaks, and keep the UI simple, right? So all I'm going to do is, because I went and deleted the freaking project, I'm just going to put this in here again, and I'm going to let Codex do its thing. Codex has done its job, and we're going to go and check it out. You can see that it's giving you a preview here. It looks a little bit shit, to be honest, but I mean, yeah, no, that's fucking awful. So I'm going to go to it and I'm going to say, this looks shit, make it dark mode. The onboarding should be 15 to 20 questions directed towards a porn addict. This will increase sunk cost fallacy towards the paywall by making it feel as though the app is being personalized to the user. I think that's it. Alright. Anyway, we're gonna click through and see what it's done. So like, I mean, it's dog shit. I have way better. Okay, that's a good paywall. That's a pretty good paywall actually. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, start weekly, and then okay, that looks pretty good actually. Look at that. You panic, you talk to it. I did not watch porn today. Fantastic. Amazing. Okay, it's telling me it's done the job. So we're gonna click over into paywall, not paywall view, onboarding view. I don't fucking know. Anyway, I'm gonna run it on my phone and see how it looks. If you want to run it on your phone, by the way, you have to like connect it with a USB. Then you'll be fine. Let's have a look. See if our slave has done a good job here. It's just looking like a black screen right now to me, man. Okay, we got it. Look at that. Alright. As you can see, you've got all the questions, it's going through it. Fantastic, we've got our app. That's the app done, right? The only other thing we might want to add is adding like local storage and shit like that, but we're gonna skip. I mean, we're not gonna skip. We're just gonna go to the next step, which is wiring up payments and stuff like that. Okay, now we're gonna go over to App Store Connect. We're gonna click plus new app. We're gonna call it ClearPath, which is obviously the name of our app. Primary language, United States English, fucking American. US English, bundle ID, and it would be one of these in here somewhere. I don't know. I've got to register a new one. Fine, I'll just register a new one. Okay. Register a certificate. I mean, I don't know why Apple has to be so retarded with these kind of things. Anyway, quick pawn app, bundle ID, com.athka.clearpath, which was the name of my freaking thing. While we're here, I'm gonna enable notifications because this app will probably require it, or maybe not. What do you mean bundle ID? Okay, fine, I'll just use that one, who cares? Push notifications, broadcast, I don't think it's necessary. And we'll need iCloud as well. We'll come to this later and I'll explain why, but basically it's to do with like storing your data in the app and not having to have like a back end and stuff like that. Anyway, so we're going to choose it now. Of course, I'm going to have to refresh the page in order to do this. Okay, new app, ClearPath, bundle ID, quick pawn app, SKU, ClearPath, full access, primary language, English US. Great, we've made the app. Okay, maybe not. The name's been taken. Found a name, No Edge. I kind of like it because it like references to edging, which is fucking hilarious. Anyway, we're gonna set up our subscriptions once Apple fucking loads. We're gonna go down here into subscriptions like this. We're gonna create a subscription group, call it No Edge Premium. We're going to create the weekly and the yearly, so No Edge Weekly, No Edge.weekly, and then we're going to make this weekly. Oh, it's a new sort of setup that they've got going on here. Great, add subscription price, we're just going to make it $9.99. Bam, bam. In your own time, Apple. Add localization, we'll do that later. Then we're going to also add the yearly, so we're going to call it No Edge Yearly, No Edge.yearly. Subscription duration 1 year. Brilliant. Add subscription price. Oh, look at this. I'm going to ignore that because I've never done that before and I don't like change. We're going to make the yearly $50. Okay, then once we've done this, we're going to move on to revenue cap. So you don't need to do all this localization and everything just yet. We'll get to that soon, but one thing you definitely will want to ensure that you have is a billing grace period. This just means if somebody fails to pay or like doesn't have enough money, it will keep trying them, and you want to set that to the max, of course, because you want maximum of attempts, product and sandbox environment, and all renewals. So we're just going to hit that. It's just free money, you know. It's why would you not do that? Okay, now we're going to go over to revenue cap, and we're going to set up our pricing and subscriptions, and also install the SDK. So if we go, I mean, it's been a while since I've freaking done this. Create new project. We're going to call it No Edge. Select category. I think it's a utility. Platform native Apple. Let's go. Create project. Fantastic. Okay. Delete all these. They're just unnecessary, or just whatever. We're speedrunning here, who cares? Now this GitHub link here is what you're going to want to go into Xcode. You're going to go to File, add package dependencies, pop in that URL, make sure up to next major version, add package. We'll let that download in the meantime. We're going to hit I'm ready and just go and set things up. We're going to go to product catalog, products. Okay, we're going to go oh no, we don't want a test store. Oh, here we go. Cool. Configurations, and then new app configuration, app store, and you just want to connect to your app store. What the fuck was my bundle ID? Who cares? Alright. com.athka.clearpath. Changes. Hopefully this will connect us to our app successfully. We're going to go over to products, and then we've got the actual store. Fantastic. So we're going to click on that, and we're going to import our products. It should catch, yeah, both our yearly and our weekly. Import those, and then attach entitlements, right? We don't actually have, we do, great. Somehow we already have entitlements, which is fantastic. Yeah, so that's done automatically now, which is great, so you don't have to worry about that. And then in offerings here, we want to make sure we take away any of these like auto added fucking products. Monthly we can get rid of because we don't offer that. Yearly we can link these up. So put this onto the yearly, put this onto the weekly. Boom. Now we're going to go and note down, this is the identifier, and we're going to say to Codex, right, hook up the weekly, yearly products. The offering from RevenueCat is called default. Then it's just, if you click in here, you'll be able to also find the, a package identifier. Cool. RC annual and okay, I did that wrong. That's definitely not lifetime. Let's remove that and make sure we add it as weekly. Cool. Fantastic. Save that, and then just pop into here, RC annual and RC weekly. I already installed the SDK, so go ahead, big boy. Right, now I'll cut to once. Alright, Codex finished up, and then it was saying it needs the API key, and then it said I've run out of usage, so fuck you, Codex. I'm just opening back up Claude because it's now working. Anyway, I filled it in on the context of where I was at with Codex. I asked it for where to find that API key, and it's told me. And so you go to apps and providers API keys, and you just copy this key here, and then you give it to it and say put it in. Once that key's in, then I should be able to run it and see that Okay, slave number 2 is complete, so I'm gonna hit run on this and see what happens. Okay, it's running, so I'm gonna put my full screen on, sorry. It's ran. I'm just gonna quickly skip through all of the onboarding steps, and then we've got the paywall here, okay? And it's actually reflecting the real prices, which is great, so we're gonna try that. We're gonna hit start weekly. Boom, and it works. You can see for testing purposes only, so if I do that, and I make sure that that goes through, where's the fucking camera? It will say you're all set in the sandbox and hopefully let you through to the app. Fantastic. Now the only thing else here we need to do now is make sure the panic button actually works, because we need to hook that up to a real AI provider. So we're going to go ahead and find an AI provider for that. OpenRouter is a really good way to find very quick very cheap models and stuff. All we're going to do is say to Claude, okay, great, let's get the AI chat functionality working when you hit panic. Suggest a model from OpenRouter to use that's cheap but good for this purpose. And this is the thing you're going to notice is that a lot of the thought gets taken out of pretty much everything when you just have AI. You can literally ask it to do all of the thinking, right? All you need to do is have the plan in mind, right? You could never ask AI just go and make me a winning app. That's kind of where your skill comes in, is identifying where the winning app is. Anyway, it's suggesting Haiku. Okay, go ahead. Shit. Okay, go ahead and use this API key from OpenRouter. Now we're just gonna go to OpenRouter. Oh wait, fuck it. This is kind of lengthening out the video, so I'm gonna make this another step. Actually, an unexpected step is setting up the website, and that's because you actually need a website anyway in order to submit an app. Apple require it, so that's gonna be the next step. All right, making the website. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is talk to ChatGPT. That's also gonna have rate limited me now, isn't it? So I'm gonna speak to Claude, and I'm gonna ask it, what's the command for setting up a template Vite project on Mac? It's gonna give me it. I should probably know this, the amount of times that I've ran this bloody command. But anyway, npm create Vite latest is this one here. This gets through all of the onboarding shit, and I'm just going to make sure that my app is changed because this is going to be the name of it, to No Edge. Great. I'm going to open up another terminal, however the fuck I do that. There we go, new window, and then I'm going to navigate to the folder that I want to put this in. CD documents, code projects, that's just where I like to put mine. It's just a custom folder. You can literally have it in downloads if you wanted, and then you want to paste that bit of whatever the fuck you call that package name, I don't even know, just hit enter and it will do it. That'll download in the meantime, and then down here we're going to hit enter, and I'm going to say, I sure hope you did not put an API key in the code, mate. I'm currently creating a website in code project / No Edge. We've already, no we don't, it was called ClearPath, that's fine. Which will be our Vite website. We'll host on Vercel, so just use this OpenRouter API key. No, we don't even need to do that. So just set up a basic website for this Clip Porn app and do the backend server shit so that the Claude Haiku can work. Fantastic. We've got our website. This is, just copy this and go to the big wide web and enter that, and then you'll see that you get this, right? I've just told it to make the website, so it should make the website live in real time. So great. Shut the fuck up and just make the website. I'll skip ahead to once it's made a bit. Okay, great. It's done, and I just asked it if I push the Vercel and add the env key for OpenRouter, will it work? And it's just saying yes. So in order to push the Vercel, we're going to have to make a repository. So we're just going to go choose in here, choose No Edge, which was my website project, and click create repository, create, and then just fucking publish it. Obviously keep your code private. You don't want rats coming along and stealing it from you. Okay, so that's pushed. We're going to go over to Vercel. This is also very simple. We just go to add new project. It's very obvious that I've done this a million fucking times, isn't it? And then in here should actually show you a project, so I'm just going to refresh the screen. Maybe that was too quick. Yeah, there we go, No Edge. And then import, fantastic. Application preset, yeah, just leave it everything as it is and just deploy. And then hopefully this will work. In the meantime, go and grab your API key. I wait, idiot. I'm just gonna delete that and make a new one, because or at least I'm gonna disable. Yeah, I'm gonna delete it because I can't access it anymore. I'm just gonna make a new one. No Edge, great, create. I'm gonna copy this key, and then we're gonna come over here. Great, this is deployed. We're going to go to continue to dashboard, and we're going to add this env key in. You're going to hit settings. They've recently changed it around. Where was it? Environment variables. We're going to go add environment variable. The value is going to be what we just copied, and then we're going to look for what we want it to be called. Open router API key. We're going to save that, and then we're also going to redeploy because you have to. Unlucky bud. We don't actually need a domain. Apple is perfectly happy with you just using a Vercel default domain as well. And we're just thinking about speed here. And at the end of the day, nobody's going to visit your website anyway because I'm going to be running ads, so people are going to go straight to the App Store page. Wait for this to complete, and then we should be ready to run the app, and hopefully the chat will work. So I'm going to stop watching. Run this gay porn. Boom! It's given us a response, and it's relatively good. All right. Given that we're thinking about speed here, that's it. The app's done. Subscriptions work. The core feature of the app works. So let's move on to the next step, which is branding and App Store screenshots. Okay, for this I like to use Figma, but of course you can use any tool in the world that you like. But I like Figma just because I'm experienced with it. And basically what we want to make here is a logo like this. This is one of my other apps. And then we want to make screenshots like this. And then we want to make a description and keywords and stuff like that. And this is obviously what is going to make the app feel like the app, right? So we're calling it, what are we calling it? No Edge, right? So we're going to very simply just go to icons, the Noun project, that's what it's called. This is such a good website for icons and stuff. And we're calling it No Edge, and we're just going to get an image of corn, just because it's very iconic. And then also we're going to search up for like a freaking that one's kind of cool, and then we're going to go with a no entry symbol, and we're just going to layer them on top of each other. So I'm going to download this as an SVG, pop it into downloads, and then also I'm going to download this one here and pop that into downloads. Okay, so right, listen, right, I know that this logo is going to look fucking awful, but I don't care. Okay, nobody cares as well. That's actually the point. Nobody actually cares what your logo looks like. Trust me, I was a designer for a couple of years, and I found this out the hard way. Your users really don't give a fuck about what your logo looks like. Although I might, and this might be the designer coming through, I might just want for the corn to be slightly more visible, so I'm going to download one that's more of an outline than completely blocking all of the corn. Okay, so I'm just very quickly making a logo here. I mean, look, it's purposefully awful, right? And then we're going to chuck this in a group so that we can add a background. And no, that's not how that works. So this, you want to make it 1024 by 1024 because Apple are really autistic about the sizing of their freaking thingies. We're going to scale this up, make it nice and big and visible. And then for the background, we're just going to use some red color, right? This looks god awful, man. Maybe let's go with blue. Okay. Blue like that, and then we're going to make it white. I mean, we're good to go. I mean, trust me, I know this is the absolute shittiest fucking logo you've ever seen in your life. But then we also want to make like an alpha version where it's like that. So this one is just going to save to downloads as logo porn, log porn, who cares? File names don't matter. Log porn transparent, cool. And then we're going to go to Xcode. We're going to go into assets folder. We're going to click on app icon, and then we're just going to drag these app icons in here. So any appearance is going to go there, and then dark is going to go there. Oh. And then tinted is going to go here. Okay, so now that should be that logo will appear when we load up the app. Fantastic. And now we also need a splash screen, which is a really annoying thing to do, so I'm going to show you how to do it. New file from template, iOS, and then launch screen. Here we go. And you just want to click create. Then in launch screen, you want to remove that. You want to remove pretty much everything, and I'm going to show you how it works. View controller view. Now in here is actually where you're going to put your freaking logo and stuff. And in order to do that, you need to hit the plus button. Yes, it's some fucking bullshit like this where you have to drag it. Okay, so we're going to put that in there, and we're going to make sure that it's square by just making it 240 by 240. Fantastic. We're going to then actually make the background of this black, wherever that is. Background black. Great. And then in image view, we're going to make the image an asset of ours, wherever that is. Image, yeah, in here. Okay, great. So we need to then go to assets, because you can't just directly use the app icon, so we have to make an image set, because of course we're going to call this launch screen icon. Of course, Apple needs to be as difficult as humanly fucking possible. Then we're just going to copy and paste that into all of those. We're going to go back to the launch screen. We're going to tap the image view and add in the image, and we called it launch screen icon. Fantastic. And the last thing we want to do is just make sure that this is clicked like this. Let me check my other project to make sure. Actually, no. That's okay. So the view is like these four on the outside. This is important, trust me. And then the icon itself is going to be like on the inside like this. And the reason that we do this is so that it actually scales nicely on different devices. Otherwise, if you get it not scaling properly on different devices, it will look super weird. And this is the first impression that people get of your app when they open your app. So you don't want it, to ruin that initial impression that you're giving on people. So that's the launch screen done. We're just going to run it and make sure that it actually works. Okay, it didn't work, but I figured out how to get it to work. For some reason, even though I linked it here, it disappeared when I built the app. So if you just type in launch space screen, aka the same text here, you can see that it's now working. Fantastic, you've got the launch screen working, and you've got the branding done. And that is the essential parts that you need, right? The next steps I'm going to show you is, well, actually, the screenshots and stuff. So all you want to do is take in a few of your core screenshots of the app, right? So here I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot of this. I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot of the landing page too. I will link this file in the comments below so that you can have access to it. But basically all you do is you copy the screenshot, you click into here and replace this image, and you do the same with the second screenshot. Fantastic. Amazing. And then these you just copy as image. The first one is you generally want to be the most interesting feature, and then the second one is get help with AI. Anyway, you'll go over all this text and all these reviews and all your app description and your keywords with AI. Just copy and paste them in for your app. It's very simple. And then obviously replace the logo too. And boom, you've got your App Store screenshots. That's that stage done, okay? We're now gonna move to final touch-ups and just comments on what you're gonna want to make sure that you have in place in order to publish for review and hopefully be successful, okay? So final things is just little fucking annoying settings within your app, right? And things that you can get rejected for is not being optimized for fucking iPad, Mac, and all this. So all you want to do is click these and hit the minus button, right? We're only making this for iPhone. We also want to make sure that we're allowing people from iOS 16 and above to use the app, mainly because there is just, you know, a massive amount of people that are still on iOS 16 plus, and you don't want to make your app exclusive. Obviously, set your app category to whatever you want it to be, name it, and then only allow people to use it in portrait if that is the case for your app. That now should all be good to go. Okay. One final thing: add a freaking repository for this app. Look, you don't want your laptop to break and you lose all of your code and you're fucked, right? If you don't understand GitHub, it's basically like having checkpoints in a game. It's very useful. For example, if your computer crashes, you lose all your data, you can just restore your project from GitHub. Also, if AI goes and fucks your project, you can just go back to your checkpoint and try again. Seriously, GitHub is an absolute essential. If you don't know what it is and how to use it, learn how to use it. It is very simple once you get the hang of it. So there, all I've done is just backed up my project, right? So now this code that I've made, I've spent all this precious time making, is immutable. There's no way anybody can ruin it, right? Or whatever. Now, this is how we build for TestFlight and actually get it on the App Store ready for review. Okay, fantastic. Once it's done, this will come up. Then you just hit distribute app and distribute. Hopefully this will work. But if not, we'll just give the problems to Claude. Amazing. It actually worked first time. Can't believe it. Hit done, and then we're going to go over to App Store Connect. And I'm just going to, obviously show you how to make sure that you actually submit the build or whatever. But just talk about a few things that are important, right? When you try to add something for review, right, and you don't have the correct things in there, it will just tell you like exactly what to do. So I'm not going to go through every single fucking thing you need to do on this, because this literally tells you, right? But yeah, obviously make sure your App Store screenshots are nice. Description, keywords, support URL, all of that. This is where you're actually going to upload your build, and if you right click into TestFlight here, which I've done here, it should show the build come up here because you've just like distributed it to TestFlight, right? And you can see that here, and all we're going to do is wait for that to be done processing, and once it's done processing, we'll be able to hook it actually upload your build, which I'm going to do right now because you can see that's ready. It says missing compliance. All you need to do is click manage and press none of the algorithms above, and it'll be ready to go, right? Once your purchases or subscriptions are ready for review, you want to make sure that you add them into the review for the first time, right? So actually, I'm just going to quickly localize my fucking pricing and all that, and just make sure that I can show you this. Alright, cool. So I've got my subscriptions now ready to submit. I'm just going to very quickly show you how I did that. So first of all, I added the screenshot of the paywall and just said what it's for. Second of all, added localization, which is just naming it, and then also added the countries that should be available, which obviously should be every single country available because we love money. Anyway, we're going to go back to where we're going to be preparing for submission. And then down here, this will become active, right? In-app purchases and subscriptions. And of course, you want your subscriptions to be available when you get this app approved. So just click that and then ensure they're enabled. And that will be it. You're now ready to add for review. Obviously, once you've filled out your screenshots, your texts, your privacy policy and stuff like that, just check them all off and you'll be good to go. So after this video, I am probably going to publish this app, and maybe the next video will be like me setting up some sort of organic content farm for it and seeing how that goes. If you guys like it, I could make it a series or whatever. But yeah, I hope you found this helpful. And in total, I mean, I started recording this. Let's have a look at the fucking files. First recording, this was this morning, was at 2 p.m. my time. It's now 3:30, so that is literally 1.5 hours, and I built an app and it's pretty much ready to go. So yeah, fucking I hope you get some value from this. And again, I'll drop any like tools and that Figma file and stuff down below in the comments so that you can know where to go for it. Yeah, cool. See you later.